there's still a lot to do in this game if I am going to survive hard mode and sustain anything, any colony of beavers. So, time to get to work. Let's do it. Sustain beavers. Has the ring of a shitpost to it, doesn't it? Alright, so where are we here? Drought in progress. Okay, that's terrible news. But I have water. Oh. It's a Christmas miracle. I set up a dam. So I have planks. That means I have planks, right? Kinda. I kinda have planks. It's a work in progress. And I kinda have beavers. That is also a work in progress. Oh, yeah. Okay. We're gonna start doing some work over here. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be fantastic. I am excited. I am excited for whatever the hell is going to happen here. When it eventually happens. Okay. So the highest this can go here is 2. And then stuff will be spilling over the left side, but that's fine. So this goes 1 and then dam? Or this just goes 2? And this just goes 2 and it spills over both sides, maybe? I am not sure I know what the plan is. If both of them go 2, I think there's not going to be enough actual water flow coming out the side that there needs to be water flow. So I guess that goes 1 and then dam, is how that works. Oh, I started mangroves. Oh, I'm so smart. Beavers are important for the environment. I agree. Very important. We got blueberries. Look at this. We got no food. 0 food? Oh, no. This is food. This is ingredients. We got no ingredients. We got food. That's good. And 6 days of drought. All right, cool. Well, let's get started with whatever it is we're getting started with. Oh man, I got all these pine trees growing? This is great. We're set. We're super set. Everything's gonna be great here. I think I was like slowly replacing all of the pine trees with oaks as they grew and got harvested, if I remember. 2 vacancies. And we are very, very slowly building all the things. Another compact water wheel. Great. That's probably a good idea. I agree. Totally not going to die off again? Absolutely not. This time I'm going to try and be a little bit more sustainable with how many beavers I have in my colony. And then, you know, some will live. You're having a day? Oh no, I'm sorry. Social security fees in one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in San Jose. Like, the Red Cross won't go there. Ooh. I'm so sorry. That sounds like an experience. And not a good one. This would be the San Jose in Costa Rica, right? not the San Jose I am more familiar with. Wonder how long my 63 water will last. It doesn't feel like a lot of water. Office is on the 7th floor of a parking garage. That feels weird and shady. Weirdly shady. We got water down here now. That's good too. And this water's just going to stay here forever, I think. That should be good. So I could use this space for farming if I really wanted to. That's a thought. I will probably continue using this space for farming, but we could also use this space for farming. I love that for me. Because this won't dry out. I mean, it will eventually dry out, but not across 6 days of drought. Maybe across 30 days of drought. Yeah, the Bay Area is not known for having places the Red Cross won't go. That feels like maybe we're talking about not the Bay Area. You want to name one of the beavers Zelda? Alright, the next 2 beavers will be Zelda and Link. We can pretend. We can watch their adventures as they grow up together. And hopefully Ganon doesn't take over. What would Ganon even do with this place? I don't think this has enough to keep his interest. Very few Triforces of power in Beaverland, I am given to understand. Mangrove fruits can be eaten raw. That's exciting. You have seen some large campgrounds in San Jose, but they still didn't look as bad as the industrial junkyard places. Yeah. You could develop a death mountain. There is like kind of this tall mountain. I mean, if I think of this as the north, then it almost works. This could be like the Link to the Past overworld. This is on the wrong side. It needs to be like taller over on this side than on this side. I'd need to build a Tower of Hera here. All right, so what am I doing? What is my next project? Where am I sending these beavers? Now that they are beavers. Like, I should probably give them something to do. Or start working on the next thing, whatever the next thing is. I got a lot of paused businesses right now. And not a lot of beavers to work them. Starving. Eat? Maybe eat? You can eat. You could just eat. What are you doing? Carrying water. Oh, nice of you. But then you should eat. It's not like we're short on food right now. Beavers just starve themselves for no reason? Unacceptable. Alright, beavers, how do I make you happy? What do you need? You, beaver, what do you require? Tell me your needs! The mangrove fruits will help. Cassavas. Cassavas are probably the easiest next need. Which requires... Oh, I have a fermenter. Which requires power, is what that requires. I guess I have power? Maybe? Some amount of power? Is that a sufficiency of power? It doesn't list the power requirements here. It does here. But it doesn't here. Why? $75. I don't know how much power the water wheels are supplying. Let's assume that that's all correct. So we can start building this bad boy here. Path. Now that this water wheel is built, good job, well done, proud of you. I think this is my next major project, but we have to wait until the power comes back in order to do anything with that. So it'll be a bit. And in the meantime, we can just spend logs on this. That's pretty easy. And I can set up a cassava farm. Where am I making cassava? Maybe my cassava farm will be out here? Maybe my cassava farm will be near the existing farmhouses instead. Maybe that's where the cassava should go. Oh, there was a number of these things that I wanted to build. I think I assumed a beaver would eat a cassava every 3 days. Like, I think they will eat cassava over kohlrabi. And they'll eat kohlrabi over berries. I guess I don't actually know the answer to this. All these gather flags are just turned off. What if it's just all cassava? All of this is cassava. Is that right? Is that not right? I don't... There needs to be a ratio. There should be a ratio. A correct ratio of plots to beavers. And I don't know what it is. And I am mad about it. These all need to be oak. Because at that point, it's not about nutrition. It's about fulfilling the happiness thing. Right? And I don't know how fast that decays, or... I think I noticed in the normal mode game that I had that it was like each different thing was roughly 1 every 3 days. And that fulfilled their like nutrition happiness quota for the thing. I don't know if that's actually true. And then the actual recipe for fermented cassava is 4 to 10, right? So 4 cassava bushes produces 10 fermented cassava. So 4 bushes is 10, so 2 is 5. So 2 bushes for 5 fermented cassava every 5 days. So 2 bushes is 1 a day. So what if I make 1 a day for everybody? That's 40 bushes. Okay. I can do that. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 40 is like this many. That's 20. That's 30. That's 25. Okay. So let's... That's 40? 5 times 8? Yep. And that'll give my farmers something to do for a bit. Is 1 cassava a day per beaver a reasonable number of cassava? It's a mystery. Who's... I guess these idiots are the ones who do that, except they're all building this thing? Do they eat it in French fry form? It's fermented, so probably not. Maybe it's like poutine? I don't even know what a cassava is. I'm assuming it's a real plant. Poisonous when raw. Oh. Sounds dangerous. Where the hell is... Oh, he's planting the mangroves. Planting the mangroves. I understand. That is the thing that I wanted him to do. It is. It's also called yucca. Oh. Do people eat yucca in French fry form? I don't know how people eat yucca. I'm not even sure I know what a yucca is. I believe you that it's a real plant, but I don't think I've ever... I think my experience with it is fairly minimal. Oh, there's babies. Who was born? You. Get renamed. Zelda is obviously the older of the two. Yeah. Okay. Alright, keep on keeping on, friends. You're doing great. No recipe selected. I suppose I should select a recipe. Cassavas. Pause. Turn these garbage blueberries into something people actually want to eat. Famous lumberjack and city builder Jim the Greyback. Is this a thing we're doing now? Somebody else used to do this. Who else had this gimmick? There was oh, I don't remember his name anymore. But thank you. I appreciate the gimmick. What's up, man? How you doing? Are you also playing Tears of the Kingdom? Or lamenting the fact that you can't play Tears of the Kingdom? Fought to the death and you took his place? That's fair. I haven't seen that guy in forever, so... As far as I'm concerned, that might actually be the truth. I'm doing pretty good! I'm happy to be playing the Beaver game. Timberborn's great. We'll see if survival is on the menu, because that would be great. I would love to survive if that was on offer. Grinding Overwatch? Totally fair. I hear Overwatch is quite the grind. Alright, we're gonna need to make levees across here. So I guess that means... I'm gonna get this ready to go. Oh, I don't even know how to make levees yet. My science! You know, once I learn how to make levees, this could be too... No, it can't be too tall because it'll just spill over the side here. Too bad. Survival more likely to be on Jim's menu than cassava. Yes. It doesn't matter how likely survival is. It is more likely to be on my menu than cassava. And then I want to get bigger water tanks also. Man, there's so many things I want. And so few things I have. I want things and don't have things. How sad for me. No, we're out of water! 2.7 days left and we are stone out of water. Alright. Start making water. I hope I don't run out of water. Should I make a water pump over here? No more water is in fact bad news. I'm going to try having more water next time. That's the plan. In honor of Kenny Loggins? Oh. I was going to say, did Kenny Loggins die? And then I looked at how you spelled Loggins. It's a double pun. Yeah. No, I figured it out. I figured it out eventually. I didn't know that Kenny Loggins wrote Danger Zone, or sang Danger Zone, or whatever. People are thirsty. That's bad news. That's unfortunate. My only real reference for Kenny Loggins is there is a Bloodhound Gang lyric where he goes, like a Kenny Loggins record, no one's ever going to hear you. Has he done anything, like, else? Is there any other reason that I would know Kenny Loggins besides Highway to the Danger Zone? Footloose? Is that Kenny Loggins? Damn. That feels like a thing I should have known. From Caddyshack, he says, as if I watch movies. Footloose was a movie? No, Footloose was a song. I mean, also a movie, I suppose. I'm not going to say no, Footloose wasn't a movie. I don't think I've actually seen Caddyshack, no. But even if I had seen Caddyshack, I don't think I would know the song from Caddyshack. Songs from movies. I don't know songs from movies. Like, I know Let It Go. But, like, random insert songs, like random background music, like, I would never. I would never. I feel like 75% of this game is just finding cool camera angles to look at stuff. That one's pretty prominent in the movie. Too used to the luxury of pumped water, let's just drink the swamp water. I mean, they could, maybe. I think they don't have cups. So they have to have the water, you know, appropriately sourced in order to be able to drink it. New baby has been born. And immediately been put to work. No, grown up. There's the baby. You can be Zolda. Or the other one. You can be Link. Alright, we've done it. Playing with the boys? Are you gonna be mad at me if I say I haven't seen Top Gun? I know everything I need to know about Top Gun, But I don't think I've ever actually watched the movie. Oh, I've been on the Top Gun ride at Universal Studios. Does that count? I'm not sure the Top Gun ride is even still there at Universal Studios. What the hell would they have a Top Gun ride at Universal Studios in the year of our Lord 2023? Yeah, I didn't think it was still there. But it was there at one point, and when it was there, I went on it. Does that count? Top Gun got a legit great sequel. It got a video game. The video game was not great. I don't think the video game sequel was particularly great either. Alright, this is paused. These can be unpaused while we're waiting for planks. Use some of this extra wood with these district boys just sitting there doing nothing otherwise. Oh, I need them paused when this comes back up. Because I need the gear workshop before I need this stuff. Why did I need the gear workshop? What was I going to do with gears? What was I going to do with gears? Tapper Shack? I feel like I'm still a ways away from needing a Tapper Shack. This stuff can just stay as pine, actually. Be resin. Huh. The mangroves are done, though. That's cool. What was I going to do with gears? There must have been a thing I wanted to do. I must have had, like, a specific thing in mind. Oh, it was the bigger storage, I think. That needs gears, that needs gears. Yeah, okay. But it'll be a bit before that gets up and running, and until then, I can set up levee, maybe? Can set up levees? Yeah. Let's just get this going. And then it's going to need a staircase. In order to be able to build. And then I can do the thing here. Right? That's how that's going to look. That's how that's going to look. Superb. Great. And the available space will eventually have expanded. I'm assuming this is as built out as it can be with the number of logs I currently have. Cool. We're pausing them all again until the gear thing gets built. No available workers in district. That's maybe a bit of a problem. I'm gonna have to pause something else. I guess pause this bad boy. So we have somebody working the district. Definitely need more beavers. Just really extremely need more beavers. The drought's over! Forecast unknown. Really? I suppose. Yes, the water has returned. The water is flowing again. Good news, everybody. This needs to unpause. And now we again don't have... I guess I pause... all of the science. So we can have somebody actually working. Oh, Modovara. Laujin's bringing over logs. That's good. Power has been granted to the lumber mill. Good news, everybody. There will be planks again. Okay, yeah, the ones built slightly further out are a lot better. I wonder if it gets even better if I build it even further out to the middle. Like, if I look at the water flow... Probably not a lot better. But maybe some better. I need a hauling post. I just need more beavers. And then also a hauling post. Oh, hauling posts are free? For some value of free. I don't need science for them. I just need planks. Okay. He's running to get more logs for the thing. You're getting one log at a time? Or 2 logs at a time? 2 logs at a time. What a guy. Heck yeah. Laujin and Zelda. Just like in the video game. The Laujin of Zelda. I amuse myself. Whoa. Did we harvest a cassava? Did a cassava die? Is this like weirdly out of range or something? Why is it empty? Maybe we harvested a cassava. Yo, we harvested cassavas! It happened! It's a Christmas miracle. Alright, that has all the planks, so now we can get started on this stuff. And now we need a worker. Oh, we need so many more workers. This is terrible news. Just terrible. All right, where are people working? What can I afford to give up? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's everything. All right, one less in one of the farmhouses. And then you can go make cassavas, and we still can't build anything. I guess. One less at the other farmhouse, maybe? Is that going to be terrible? That might be terrible. Alright, now we can build things. And by we, I mean that one beaver. That one beaver can build things. Now this can unpause. Working our way forward, one stack to the next. That takes a while to grow these mangroves. These mangroves sure ain't mangrowing. Haha. Alright, well, I'm out of the stage where I need to ration my logs, so that's good. Now it's just a matter of figuring out where I'm gonna put the beavers as they age up and become available for work. And then make the beavers happy enough that they will live long, productive, fruitful lives. Work hard and work hard, the Iron Teeth motto. And we need more water storage. And I'm not going to get the science before the next drought is up. There's a lot of kohlrabi that's not getting harvested because we don't have enough workers for it. But that's probably okay. Watered and alive. Good news, everybody. Hell is your problem? Injured. Oh, yeah, okay, I can see that being a problem. Can I build you a medical bed? Maybe. Oh, I don't want medical bed to be my priority right now. I suppose. That means we're even further away from the bigger thing, but I guess that's all right. Oh, nobody's... Yeah, because he's injured. Ha! Okay. I've burned not all of my cassavas. I could burn a few more cassavas, but I've also got a bunch of cassavas stored up. So let's get stuff built first. Six well-being? Is that a reasonable number of well-being? 5 well-being? Is that... Hmm. They are not being well. They need to be weller. I think we are still burning through more water than we're supplying. Not like actually more water than we're supplying, but I don't have enough stored. I really don't have enough stored. Not for another, 8-day drought or whatever. Oh yeah, there it is. Here it comes! Terrible news. I didn't even get this stuff even close to up and running. We are light on planks, and this stuff needs to get built. Alright, this stuff needs to get built. We're gonna pause both the farmhouses just to get some people into the district center so we can get stuff built. Once this gets built, we can probably put one of the farmhouses back into working. Another fine dam game? Absolutely. This is a damn fine game. And these need to be heavily prioritized. And then this can be second string. Alright, good. Our sick boy is waiting. He'll be alright. We can unpause one of these. Start working on food supplies again. You have nothing to do? We're unpausing the other one? We're at 9. Wait, what? Something went wrong. Pausing you and bringing the forester back up. That's what we're doing. And then these are many, many days away from being harvestable. But when they're harvestable, oh boy. We're going to need a gathering flag for those, so probably here. Perfect. Oh, it built. Sweet. So now we can start on this one. Instructions lack materials. I know. I am aware. Wait, do they? Well, we don't have enough wood. Okay. You drop down by 1. And you unpause. This doesn't need to be going yet. We do need people building things. Please continue to building things. Fill up on gears. That's fantastic. Get back to fermenting some cassava. Should I be prioritizing kohlrabi? You can't prioritize kohlrabi because there's nowhere to put them. That's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Climbing all the way up here so we can drop stuff back on the platform at the bottom. I love it. Alright, this might finish during this cycle. During this, like, drought cycle. Because we have a decent... Oh, we had a decent chunk of planks. I guess we no longer have a decent chunk of planks. Alright, we gotta... That's gotta get moving while we still can get moving. While getting moving is allowed. What if all of this stayed pines and wasn't cut? What if we stopped cutting all of these and they were just pine forever, including this one? And then we could use those for resin later. That would be great. Probably. Takes you so long to rip this up. Wow. That's looking good. The oak takes forever to grow, but then we're not going through all of the pines that quickly anyway. They're doing great. Wow, another beaver grew up. Fantastic news. Right, that's going as fast as it can. This is moving, which is fantastic news. That's just logs. That's just logs. So we just need the 4 planks left over for the wooden stairs, and we'll actually be able to finish this over the next cycle, over the next drought. Oh, and this filled up too. Even better. Pause these in preparation for the drought. Builders doing a thing. And pause this, I guess. A few more people growing and harvesting and stuff. And now we are out of cassavas. We're out of cassavas. This can pause also. Get some science. 1 vacancy, huh? Over here? That seems reasonable. Alright, here we go. 154 water. I think 154 water is going to be enough for 8 days of drought. I don't think so. Each beaver needs 3 water a day. Not between 2 and 3 water a day. Definitely not 2.5 water a day. Building needs power. Sad story. Alright, well... get paused. And it might be time to set up a pump over here for when we start running low. It's very far away. I don't like that. But we don't have enough gears. We have some gears, but not enough gears. That's too bad. But soon we'll have science. That'll be enough science to learn how to build a bigger tank. 152 water. For my 13 beavers. Yeah, definitely not enough water. 152 and they drank 26 water. Well, food we've covered on. So now it's just water that's the problem. And this will definitely help here. Once I finish all of this. All of this needs to get done. And I don't think we'll have the planks for it. I need 8 planks. I have 2 planks. That's a lot less than 8. That's really a shame. I was hoping this would finish during this cycle. But I guess we'll prioritize it to finish during the next... time when there is water. How do I get power without water? Engine. 400 and I need metal? Okay, that's a ways away. That's very a ways away. Where is my next source of metal? Up here, I guess? That's pretty close, actually. That's not bad. It's so weird that, like, some of it is on this bottom area. That's a weird place for it. Hey, the oak trees are actually growing up. Good news. Getting there. Slowly, this is getting changed over. Still a couple of missed spots where they planted pine instead of oak, but, you know. Get them next time. Probably. $97, who drank more than 26 that time. Drink 30. Potentially dangerous. How fast are you growing? Halfway there? Love it. How are people doing on them cassavas? I think we ate all the cassavas. And this needs power to ferment more cassavas. Even more terrible news. Yeah, I should build a water thing out here. Because I'm not using this water for anything else. So we should just build the water thing. It's not like I'm short on lumber. Lumber we're doing well on. So that's good news. Oh no, his teeths! Broken teeths. Fix your broken teeths. And learn to bite. Fix these broken teeth. Doesn't have the same ring to it. Think I can see why they went with the other thing. Beautiful? It was not a beautiful song. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why you would say that. It just goes to show why I'm not a professional singer-songwriter. Oh, this one finished. But we have no planks. Sad story. We have, like, 1 planks? Like, 2 planks? It's not a lot of planks. What's up, Kellerman? Alright, we have water production. Please produce the waters. Also finish this thing. At some point. Whenever you're ready. No rush. I think we're good. You're just paused, so you can start building things instead. Berries are doing fine. We need more people in the farmhouses also, but we need to get, like, building done. So until the district people are just sitting on their asses, farmhouses are going to remain understaffed. To haul the water all the way out to here, you poor bastard. Maybe if we'd ever fix this small tank. I guess it takes some time. But now it should be good. Okay, these can both be paused. What the hell is happening out here? No vacancies, huh? Alright. Are we ready on the mangroves? We are not yet ready on the mangroves. Crusader Kings, damn. Put somebody here. That's a thing. These are all running. Alright. We now have extras, so we can have the farmhouses up and running again. And Zinjo over here is having a bad time all the way at the ass end of nowhere. The one reservoir. Extremely minor reservoir. What are we doing over here? I think they can just drop stuff down to here, right? So they should be able to build, like, the first step of this, even if they can't build it all. It begins. It begins. I have the science, too. Fantastic news. When you don't got anything else to do, bring stuff to here. But that's, you know, lower priority than some of the other stuff. Alright, there go all of my planks. So now it's just wherever they can reach to bring logs to, which is not a lot of places. You are... What are you actually doing with your time? Where are you going? Nowhere. You're sitting on your ass. Alright, excellent. Start carrying logs. Do your best with what you've got. Alright, it's feeling like we're gonna be okay with the water. I'm not happy about the situation, but I think we're gonna be alright. Once again, water is the big problem. So once I have my actual water needs under control, if I have 20 beavers in my colony, which is what I am aiming for right now, then I should need, let's assume 2.5 per day. So 50 water a day. So for a 10-day drought, which is what we're aiming to survive right now, I need 500 water. It's a lot more water than I've got stored up. A lot more water than I've got stored up, actually. Plenty to work on. How are the mangroves doing? Pretty soon, actually, we're going to get the mangroves. And then our idiots will have some more stuff to eat. You need power. God. Dude, we need to start going for this metal, huh? And the smelter's going to have to be over here. Rough. Ooh, I need science to learn how to make a scavenger flag. Well, we're really a ways away, aren't we? Large water wheel supported from the side. I could still do a large water wheel here, couldn't I? That was a thing that I eventually wanted to do, I thought. Instead of trying to do it out here. I mean, I could also do it out here. Why? Why? Like, these slopes, useful. This slope, questionable. Right, my district center might be bored and alone now. You got gears and no planks. Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's get somebody in the mangrove gatherer. And go about surviving the rest of this drought. Building lacks workers. Yeah. Somebody died? Somebody died. Alright, what if... Do you have anything to do other than sit in front of the district center and wait for something to happen? No, okay. Cool. But I gotta remember to put somebody in the district center if I'm going to build anything. Noted. All right, next big question. Is there any food processing that doesn't take power? Hydroponic garden doesn't take power, but I need metal to build it. All right, then. And the only sources of power that don't take water. Oh, right. I could build power wheels. I always forget about this. I think because I don't have enough beavers to actually keep a power wheel functioning. But it is, in the worst case, an available option. All right. This needs to be prioritized, as does this. We got to finish these ladders first and foremost. And then build out the rest of the stuff. Alright, they got what to do. They're keeping busy. Full up on logs. Zelda's sitting idle. A lot of people are sitting idle. I guess I could get another inventor? Build another inventor, I guess. Inventor's row, increasing in size. I hate that inventor and inventory are completely unrelated words. I'm so used to saying inventory that inventor feels made up. Or like I'm saying it wrong, like I'm stressing the wrong syllable. It's bothersome. I could invent inventory. Somebody has already invented inventory. It doesn't need to be me. That work has already been done. We stand on the shoulders of giants. I don't know who the inventor of inventory is. But that man or woman was probably brilliant. Inventory wasn't invented, it was discovered. Fair enough. Cool. This can pause. These can unpause. And soon we will have water. Alright, and this needs to also prioritize. Really need to get this sucker going. You get to pause yourself also, buddy. You still don't have anybody in District 1? Crap. Alright, one less people in the farmhouse. And that's still nobody in the district center. Two less people in the farmhouse. That is one person in the district center. One person is insufficient district centering. I guess this could be below the wooden stairs. We really just need a lot of people building. These need to be fully running. This needs to be fully running. Water needs to be fully running. I guess this pauses here. We've got two people and they're idle? I guess they're idle until these start going, huh? There they go. Just in time for night. Are they giant beavers, though? I mean, if you think about it, these beavers are pretty big, huh? Like, compare them to, for example, the size of the pine tree or the oak tree. These are like 6-7 foot tall beavers. Pretty wild. Alright, we're building. It's happening. Heck yeah. Alright, that means it is time to get more people into the district center. Again. You help build. You help build? You help build? No, somebody's got to be here. That's not okay. Why the beavers use humans as an analog? I don't think they do. I think this is a post-human society. I don't think there are a lot of humans around. Do I pause one of the farmhouses? I might pause one of the farmhouses. Get another person into the district center so we build this out quicker. The forester is already paused. God, what else can I pause to get stuff to build faster? In the trailer, we are the monsters of cautionary tales? For this game? Or for a different game. Because, like, I'd believe that. To be fair, humans are monsters. Look at all the foods we got. Beavers get to be happy. For at least a little bit. Movies can't even use the plot twist of the humans were the real monsters. And it's true. Like, that's not a surprise. There's an old beaver telling of the fall of humans because we didn't do things right. The beavers are the right stuff of resilient society. Ah, beavers are the true inheritors of the earth because they worked hard, whereas humans lazed about and played all day and didn't prepare for the oncoming end. I believe that. I sure doesn't seem like I am getting to 20 beavers, does it? Maybe because beavers aren't living long enough? Hey! New well-being totals as food spreads. I definitely need a hauling post. Once this thing gets built, I'm building a hauling post. So much to build right now, though. Ah! Already? These cycles that are more drought than not drought are killing me. I'm dying. All right. Build faster. The droughts start coming and they don't stop coming? Yeah. I don't actually know the next line. I know the shape of the line, but I don't know the actual words in it. Something like bend to the rules and you hit the ground running or something like that. My meme knowledge is not as strong as I want it to be. Like, I think I know every other line in the song, and just that one line is like, I don't know. I have no idea what the dude is saying. But that is also, I believe it's and they don't stop coming repeated until you get bored. Oh, I've seen that YouTube video. "10 hours of Smash Mouth greatest hit." "10 hours is a lot of hours for and you don't stop coming. I think at that point you should probably see a doctor. We're not even going to finish this medium tank, are we? I've got all the gears. That's nice. I think I can pause you then. And we can work on more gears later. I don't know what gears are going to go into next, but they don't need to be happening immediately. But what we do need is everybody here working. I've got unemployed beavers. All right, get employed. Maybe not there, though. Maybe here. And we've passed the gear check. I like that better. I like that better. Yeah, all right. All right, let's just get water then. And we'll finish building out the rest of this, because it's not going to finish this cycle. We're not going to finish it in 1.5 days. I'd rather just get enough water that I don't need to worry about the next drought. And then we'll fix everything else. They can help build. These people can put water in the big tank. Wow. I had 14 working beavers for like a hot second. My current oldest beaver. 10, 35, 15, 32. 39? 39? 39 is my current oldest beaver. Beavers are not living a long time. They're not living as long as I need them to. Beavers, please. What is the life expectancy, actually? Does it say? Like, I know they get higher life expectancy at higher tiers of well-being. But, like, does it tell me what that life expectancy is? Beaver AARP. There could be senior beavers. We don't know. I'm on board with senior beavers. Looks like I'm actually making more progress here than I thought I was going to, which is nice. This finished. Fantastic. So now they can start working on this side. It still won't finish before the drought comes, unfortunately. But good progress. Is there a way to fill that in and not... Yeah, we could have one less person in there for this remaining 0.6 days. Oh, you don't need to do anything. There's nothing to do here. Oh, there's plenty to do here. We just don't have room for it. Okay, okay. We can make a small warehouse for cassavas, I suppose. It's not the worst idea. Fermented cassavas are stored in the small warehouse. Confirm? Deny? It doesn't say. It should say somewhere. Here, maybe? There it goes. Fermented cassavas are stored in piles. Really? Okay. Can have a pile of cassavas. I was lied to. Oh, no, I just looked at the wrong thing. Which is kind of like being lied to. Why cassavas and not potatoes? I don't think I could even plant potatoes. Potatoes aren't real. Potatoes are a lie. I pump that water for as long as it lasts. Keep on pumping. Building lacks power. There it goes. All right, cool. Pause. Building lacks power. I know. But just sit there and hope. Nope. All right, it's over. This amount of cassavas is as many cassavas as we can have. This is over. And now we have a bunch of places for people to do work. Fully occupied. Sure. There. 2 people in the district center. Good enough for now. All right, my total number of beavers is trending higher slightly. I think 7 was a well-being breakpoint, so that's good. Now they'll just live a little bit longer, which means I will have slightly more beavers for slightly longer, which is good. I don't think I'm probably still not hitting 20. Oh, this was a 9-day drought. Yikes. Well, I should have enough water for him, so. I'm actually not sure if that's true, now that I think about it. Is 300 going to be enough? If I'm drinking 30 water a day, yeah, it's enough. I actually had enough stored water. I'm not going to have to, like, mess around with drinking stagnant water out of this pool. Good news. And then they'll have this finished, which is even better news. Delightful. All right, so I guess it's time to start worrying about metal. Yeah? Is that right? Do I need treated planks first? Smelter does not need treated planks. Is there anything I should be worrying about first? Hydroponic garden requires metal. Power sources requires metal. Large water wheel requires infinite resources. Um, all this stuff that just needs power? Like, I just want power that's not dependent on the water, since there's not going to be water a lot of the time. There is going to not be water. So yeah, I guess it's time to start worrying about metal. This metal is very far away, but I can start harvesting it immediately. Whereas this metal is much, much, much closer, but I don't have the planks to get up there. Unfortunate. Neither of these metals are small, to be fair. This metal's kind of small. But, like, that's still a decent chunk of metal. Blech. I guess, since I can start on it during this drought, I will. And then we will have some metal. And then the metal's going to need to be pulled back here. Oh, planks. I have 13 planks, which is enough for a hauling post. And I would rather get that started than start on the things. So let's build that goddamn hauling post. That is a thing to do. That's going to help a lot with efficiency once I have the beavers to support it. We gathered some berries. Cute. What the hell? That's super weird. He was idling and swapping jobs? I think I've seen that before. These idiots are going to be hard at work finishing up this dam, which, correct. I want that. I want that more than I want this. They're actually blowing through this, huh? Might have to come after these pine trees. I think that's all plantable. I think this is not plantable. I think these are all plantable. Let's find out, though. Is it easy to tell from here whether or not a thing is actually going to grow? This one looks like it's going to grow. I mean, if he's planting it. He's planting it. Looks like it'll grow. That's cool. What if I do the same here? Oh, the noise is coming from the inventors. I still can't tell where they're actually... I guess any amount of green on the ground means it'll grow. So, like, it'll grow here, but it won't in these. Well, I just have no idea. Nobody's come out this way because they've been busy with other stuff. Understandable. That is what I asked you to do. So, thank you for that. Like, some of this looks less irrigated, but I can't even tell, honestly. Like, these two both look equally not irrigated, but this is growing. It's a mystery. Do I want them to be able to get up here? Does that even matter to me? Probably not. If I wanted them to get over here, maybe. Have a random additional wood patch to get at. But that feels not super important. Hey, we did it. Okay. This goes down to one worker. Keep all of the other stuff going. But your boy Link will stay busy for sure. Keeping the breeding pods active, that's good. And then if I unpause this, they'll haul some stuff over just to get it ready. That's cool. We could probably do the same over here. Oh, it's already full. It's just a matter of actually getting power to ferment them. You're idle? Oh, this finished. Go harvest some metal. And then metal is stored... Where is the metal stored? Metal is stored in piles. We're going to need a pile of metal out here. Here for now. Do I have anybody out here? I have hella people out there. Wow. Kind of surprising, to be honest. And then one poor, very lonely beaver out here harvesting metal. Building lacks power. I'm aware. But it is full on logs, which is the thing that I wanted from you. Mangrove Kid is idle. I have to assume that everything, yeah, everything that's not planted at the moment is not planted because it can't get planted. Oh, I could do that with these pine trees. I'm so dumb. Then I can mark them as oak. And then I don't have to watch for them. Oh, I do have to watch for them. But they won't automatically get replanted as pine trees. But when they get harvested, I'll be able to replant them anyway. Because I can't mark them for oak until they're emptied. That's fine, probably. Link all the way out here harvesting stuff. Helping to carry the metal around. Good for you, buddy. Proud of you. You're doing great. This is maybe worth setting up a second district. If I have... Once I feel like I'm comfortable with my resources. Which, I don't know when that will happen, but... Things are looking pretty good so far. Still have some planks so we can get started on this process as well. And then just for ease of access, we can add this path for now. We can always clear those out later. Yeah, not enough planks. Too bad. But it's a start. And now there's 2 people in there who aren't doing anything. So we can make them do something else. Like, help haul, I guess? I don't know what else they'd need to do. Build more storage somewhere? Up haul to there? Alright. So now we need a smelter. So I guess let's get started on that. And then if we want to get over this to build stuff in the water again, that will require platform there and stairs. But that too is eventual, not immediate. I could maybe do big wheel if I decided to unlock this high power shaft here. I could do a big wheel off of this. What's a thought? Platforms need planks too? Man, everything needs planks. I guess levees and dams don't need planks. We can have one person working to build the thing. Get started on building all this stuff. I'm gonna need more power too. And 1,000,000 planks. Yeah, colony size expanding. 16 adults now. All right, cool. Maybe I will hit my my eventual 20. I can maybe do more for well-being now. A rooftop terrace up here that's very tall for a rooftop terrace. I could do a rooftop terrace with a storage. That's kind of cool. Campfire builds social life? All right. This is easy to build. Gives my beavers a place to hang out. I like giving them a place to hang out. It's like some of these decorations actually assist with well-being also. Within one tile. Why one tile? That's so much science for a beaver statue. Yikes. Bell, unique to this faction, rings at the beginning and end of a workday. That's neat. Monuments are very far away. Showers. Shrines. That's easy to do. Somewhat decently convenient. They took the logs. Why? What? They're taking the logs from here? Where, oh, to build a campfire? Why aren't you taking the logs from here? I need the logs over, you idiots. There was a reason to have the logs over in the industrial lumber mill. Terrible. Are these not more convenient to take the logs from? Why would they do this? I guess because it's paused? It being paused means it's not relevant? I want it to be, like, not taking up a beaver, but also I want it to keep its logs. I don't know, maybe that's too much to ask for. Paused U-tool, I guess. We got other stuff, other priorities. Nobody in the district center. That's going to be a bit of a problem. Alright, one less worker in the farmhouse to keep the district center occupied. Ah, the water's doing the thing. It's filling up this space. Good, good, good. This is what I asked for. This is, in fact, what was supposed to happen. And it is happening. Delightful. It's working. Working as intended. Now we just got to make sure I fill up the water before the next drought. Speaking of, I'm going to want a second one of these. I guess it doesn't have to be, like, now, but I am going to want a second one of these. This can be lower priority, I guess. Lower priority behind getting the metal. The metal! Once this stuff is going. Planks! Gears! Smelters! Lower priority than the smelter? Probably lower priority than the smelter. We still don't have this campfire built. Come on, you can build the goddamn campfire. It just takes logs. We have those. There we go. So Rhea's going to start building this up now. Fantastic. Where are my haulers? Are they hauling? They sure seem to be. Doing good work, haulers. Keep it up. Proud of you. Could use a fermented cassava. Assuming he wants food. Assuming he wants food at some point. Not a lot of room out here. Starving. Maybe you should eat. Did say you should eat, right? Well, he had to walk all the way out here before he realized he was starving and actually he should eat. Okay. So a full meal of cassavas fills the bar about halfway. And I don't know how long it takes to empty out. And a full meal of cassavas is 2 cassavas? 2.5 cassavas? I don't know that halves are real. That was probably 3 cassavas, actually, because he was starting from hunger. And I think the entire hunger bar... Maybe that was 2 cassavas. He didn't fill all the way either. That must have been 3. For them to need between 2 and 3 nutrition means that some days they take 2 and some days they take 3. I don't think they can leave half a cassava lying around. Pretty sure that doesn't work. Nobody at District Center. That's a problem. Why nobody at District Center? Did somebody get injured? 1 incapacitated. Yep. Alright, let's put you at the District Center then. So that some work is happening. Probably put you at the District Center too. People aren't chowing down all these mangroves as much as you... they kind of are. There it goes. 7 days of not drought, and probably lots more days of drought. Okay, this can be lower priority compared to the other things that need planks and gears. Like this bad boy. Or all of these stairs. Let's get some more water. 3 vacancies still. Wow. Get that water pumping. And then the hauler should haul the water for them, but I guess the hauler is busy hauling scrap metal, which, understandable. Scrap metal is far. Requires a lot of hauling. Could use some more planks, though, it turns out. Not going through logs fast enough. Ooh, hit 20. That is the capacity I expected to hit. Am I going to go over? Do I need another row house? Oh, no. Maybe I need more housing. Build it just in case. Wouldn't want to have homeless beavers. A home for every beaver. I love that the haulers bring over the materials for it, and then like the one district center worker can actually build it. Assuming that is what he was actually doing, I'm not sure. There might have just been more district center workers than I was aware of. Got the little metal symbol. You can see like piles of metal over there, and it's literally just a sign and a roped off stockpile. All right, it's fair. Cycle 6, and cycles have lasted about 15 days ish overall. Oh, definitely tired. I didn't go shopping, so my preferred morning caffeine source was not available. Alright, now that it's all oak, this should still be sufficient. Yeah, actually going over 20. Neat. I didn't think it was going to go that high. I thought it would cap out at 20, what with the death rate and birth rate. How old is my oldest beaver now? Garrett is 51. Look at you, senior beaver. Ancient. You got some years in you, buddy. Do we have older? Laojin is 48. Yeah, Laojin's been around for a while. Tanjin's 43. Yawan's 46. Okay. A decent collection of elder beavers here. I think that we're gonna have like we're going over, and then we're gonna have a massive die-off, and then we're gonna like come back to centralizing around 20, I think. Cool. This is getting ready. Does that mean that we'll have the thing in time for... No, no, don't be silly. Do not be silly. The gears do not come that fast. It's a slow process obtaining these. Oh, I don't have the power for them. That's why. We need more wheels. Alright, I could build another wheels. I'm definitely going to need more wheels with the smelter. The smelter needs like 200 power. I mean, honestly, that was an expected outcome, Brinray. As I am sure you know. I'm sensing a hidden /s at the end of your sentence. But I don't think we're building the large water wheel. I think we're just building another normal water wheel. Well, you know, keep going for as long as we have the water, I guess. And these need to pause immediately. And honestly, these can keep going through the drought. Like, this is going to be enough water that we're probably fine. Literally at 500, that is the exact amount I expected to need for a 10-day drought, and it's an 11-day drought. Uh-oh. It's built into everything you say. Ah, yes, that dry British humor. Alright, you're paused, you're paused, you're paused. One vacancy. Okay. Extremely good on food, but food is also good for well-being. So, like, I am somewhat incentivized to continue food production in new and novel ways. Dehydrated and still hauling? Get some water. But once we have the smelter up and running, that's going to be good. And this is open, which means we can pause this bad boy and put together some gatherers here instead. If I build it down here, does it reach? It doesn't reach everything. Okay, so up here. Which is, I want to say like half the distance to the hauling post, to the storage. And this won't finish because we don't have gears. We've consumed all of the planks. Got dandelions? What does one do with dandelions? Is that... Do I need dandelions for medicine? I think at one point I needed dandelions for medicine. Do I still? That is dandelions and water. Still metal, though. I don't need metal. I don't have metal yet. There's other things I want to do with metal once I have metal. Alright, what is my next science spend? Bridges. I don't think we're making bridges. That's interesting. I never thought about bridges. I can do this with just planks? Huh. I guess I need to know, like, how big a bridge I would need to get across a gap. If I know where the gap is that I need to cross. Gigantic platform held up by a sturdy column. Fascinating. Oh, it's an extra high platform. Neat. Commonly used base feature. I don't know about commonly. I don't know, maybe it is commonly. Unconnected building. Unconnected. Oh, yeah. Okay, no, you're right. That is, in fact, unconnected. Let me fix it. Very far away from paper. I think I need metal for paper. District crossing. No, I don't think district crossing. Could get large row houses next instead of the regular row houses now that wood is no longer a problem. It's a lot of science, though. I do like the space saving feature of the large row house, though. Water dump. Unnecessary at the moment. Not till I get dynamite. Stream gauge is cute. Deep mechanical water pump. Not today. I think I want the hydroponic garden because it is a food thing that doesn't require additional power. But then I need to do something with the mushrooms or the seaweed that I grow. I guess mushrooms are at a fermenter. Fermented mushrooms. Need another fermenter. So it still needs power eventually. This is step 1 of a 2-step process. Paper mill could be next. Could be next. Efficient mine. I don't think we are making miners yet. Large water wheel is a lot of power. And a lot of planks. A lot of power and a lot of planks. God, it's so hard to build. Maybe I should just focus on getting the engine going once I have metal. That's probably the way I want to run it, is once I have metal, once this is done, I just want to get the engine going. So let's spend that. And then I'll have to figure out where I'm building this engine to provide power to everything that is currently down here. Probably stay down here. Probably like this. So we're going to need some high power shafts as well. Number cruncher. That's neat. Like the idea. Then bots are over here. I do like bots also. Boosts bots. Control tower. Very nice. Lidos require a lot of planks. Everything requires so many planks. Nothing is easy in life. Shrubs don't need planks. You build shrubs wherever. Where do people run around a lot? They hang out here. And I can build shrubs, like, next to the housing. We'll do that for now, and when we eventually clean this up, we'll fix that. Roofs require planks and require me getting on top. That requires a lot of metal. Alright. It is what it is. And now people are happier. Because they've seen a shrub. Look at that 10 well-being. What a guy. What a guy. What's the next breakpoint here? 10 was a breakpoint for working speed. And 12 is a breakpoint for walk speed. Every 5 is working speed, huh? And then every 10 in between 2, 12, etc. is movement speed. And every 10 in between 7, 17, etc. is life expectancy. Average well-being. What is the average shrub? Okay. Not very many people have wet fur. Because not a lot of people are taking these, like, roots down. I think it's just the mangrove guy has wet fur right now. Because nobody else is walking in the water. I could have, like, a general place to walk in the water for people. Like, wherever I have a common path, I could put, like, a 3-wide trench, fill it with water, and have stairs down and stairs back up. And then everybody could get wet fur. Or I could build showers, which is a lot easier than dynamiting random trenches in the walkway. But giant earthworks. Again, dynamite is a ways away. Alright, that's working well. Once this is built, engine. An engine will be here, I suppose? Is there an easier way to build it? Here, maybe? Can I actually do that? This goes one space, right? Yeah, I need to chain these if I want to go down that far. Which means we need to do this, then this. So yeah, I guess we'll build it here. That's backwards. That's how that's supposed to look, I guess. But hey, it's getting logs. That's good. Use them logs. Maybe acquire them logs, since we are apparently short on logs? Not only short on logs, apparently we were full up on workers, too. That's exciting. Okay. Wow. Doing it. This feels sustainable for once. Careful using showers on hard mode, they use up water. Yeah. Not actually planning on building showers. If anything, I'll build a Lido. People can get wet for it that way. Just gotta figure out where to build it. I'm not even sure if I definitely have the science for it. Just don't have the materials for it. I don't have the materials for anything. We got no goddamn planks, because I got no goddamn power. Is this going to be enough? It's not going to be enough. It's still not going to be enough. We're going to need another power wheel. Pow, pow, power wheel. I'm not even sure if this is effective, but we're going to try it. Also, hello, Andravar. I take it you have some experience with this game on hard. I think at this point I've lost 2 colonies on hard mode. Something like that. But this one is looking like it's pretty good since I haven't gone overboard with the breeding pods. Trying to sustain 40 beavers was more difficult than it looked. But I think a lot of that was just down to water. So as long as I keep up the water requirements for however long I'm expecting the droughts to last, I think I'll be fine. Like, food's looking good right now, although food may be suffering, kind of. We could stand to have a little more food here, I think. And we probably should get one of these gatherer flags going again. To do some of the gathering, you know. I think I have plenty of food now. Once this engine gets going, I'll be able to really make the rest of the food stuff work too. Could start getting hydroponics, which is exciting. But that'll still be a bit. But yeah, maybe hydroponics is my next step. This is so much water to work with. What a luxury. Finally got a spot that there's enough water to keep things going, while also not hindering my farmland if it runs out. It's fantastic news. All right, they're working on it. Working on it is all I can ask. No, it's going to take some time. I need to get another lumber mill going. Also, this is heinous. Wonder if I should build this further out so we still have room for power up here, rather than only powering the stuff down here. Like, I've got all this extra space up here that I'm not using. And once I have an engine, I'm not hemmed in by requiring to build on the bank. Like, I'll still use this stuff. I'm not going to delete this stuff once I have the engine going, but maybe additional stuff can be built up here. Seems like a good idea, right? And it'll be nice to have a constant power output. Constant and consistent. Not dependent on the current. Stupid current. Yeah, this is just logs. But I get all the materials back, so that's nice. And then the next step is build the thing. One further out. Here. Oh, and then it just pushes the rubble piles around. Okay, I'm on board with that. That's fine. Am I going to need more wood storage? Might need more wood storage if I want to recover these log piles. Blast down an inlet? Yeah, that's not a bad idea either. Like, there's this space over here, but it's kind of far away. I don't really have any other good, convenient reservoir areas. I mean, there's this reservoir, which I'm using. But I'm using it. I'm actually pulling the water out of here, so that's not the best place for it. This is maybe not the worst place, but, like, this water level gets really low. And then also, as the droughts get longer, like, I don't think I can reasonably expect the Lido to last, you know, a full 15 days or whatever. It doesn't use up water, right? The Lido, like, water will still evaporate, but the Lido won't accelerate the evaporation of a section of river during a drought. There's a lot of the mechanics of this game that I'm still unfamiliar with. Yeah, I've been told before how long the droughts will last. 30 days is a lot to wait. Pretty good so far. This is, like, nowhere close to ruining my reserves, and I still have all of this water to work with. I guess I burned through, like, not quite half, a little bit less than half of this reservoir while keeping my water basically topped up. That's not bad. I suppose next time we'll leave these paused and see just how quickly I go through my reserves. Alright, this needs to start getting prioritized now. We want to build this. We want it to be built. Y'all ain't doing anything right now. We'll stick somebody in here just so it has the logs in there. If you're gonna idle, you might as well idle somewhere useful. Nice chunk of science. I think I want to get started on hydroponics once I have the metal. I think that is the next step. Five wheels now. Probably still not enough power. Definitely not enough power once the smelter gets up, but we'll worry about that later. Build up the sides of the inlet. That would take a lot of work to actually wall more of this off. It was a thing I had considered earlier, but I'm not currently planning on doing that. I don't know that I have a plan for a bigger reservoir for future problems. I should have a plan for a bigger reservoir. Might be here. I don't know. There's not really a good place for it. Like, I guess I could wall off here and wall off here, and that wouldn't be too much of an investment. Then I'd have this, like, one really spread out top layer and be a little bit deeper here. That's a thought. Again, not a priority. Like, for the most part, I'm not really going to be... My current plan is not increasing the size of my colony by too much more than it already is. Like, around 20 beavers is where I wanted to be hovering. And like, it'll still be a bit before the droughts get too much longer, I don't think. So, I'm okay where I am for the moment. Which I realize is a somewhat defeatist attitude. But there's just so many other things I want to work on. We've got so much stuff I want to spend my planks and gears on. I don't want to be building like 600 wood worth of levees. It dried out and died. How sad for it. Could definitely be a neat idea to wall off more like this edge and raise this edge a bit. And then set up a bigger dam like across here or something. Maybe here. And get like 3 or 4 deep of this whole mess. I guess then it's running off of this edge here, but enjoy the game and your way is the only way to go. Fair. Very enlightened attitude. Oh, the water's coming again. Wow, the drought ended. I didn't even notice. Hell yeah. Alright, unpause here, unpause here. What's happening? It's beavers! Hello, Mersh. How's it going? You're fine. We can pause that. I guess pause those two. I'm doing good. I'm excited that Tears of the Kingdom is released. And you can tell how excited I am because I'm playing Timberborn. I don't know how that works. But Timberborn was on the schedule, so we're playing Timberborn. But yeah, I'm doing well. It's been a pretty good week. Alright, stuff is up and running, which feels good. What is... I guess this, like, surges up just enough to extend the... Like, as this floods and this gets, like, just slightly high enough to extend the irrigation a bit. That's neat. This is probably the easiest place to put my Lido. If I want to set it up to be, like, a thing that is available right now. Glad that Last Starship offers a different experience from Stardust. Oh, yeah. Turns out they're doing very different things. I kind of wasn't expecting to Last Starship to be, like, as different as it is. Like, Space Trucker instead of Colony Builder. It's very cool. It is a cool thing that it's doing. 355. Alright, this is a good start. It's still not enough, Also, it's already dipping below my current requirements, which I hate that. Let's get another person in here. We need those planks faster. And a bunch of beavers are injured. 4 vacancies. Yikes. Okay. Pause that. And we're good on wood, apparently? Alright. If you say so. Get a few more people into the Builder Center. Injury -2. I agree. Refuses to work. He's injured. It's fine. I respect it. Also injured? Wow. So many injuries. Right, now just the one injured. What is his name? Usituti. Love it. Cassava coverage is good. We could stand to have a few more workers in the farmhouse, I think. Alright, yeah. Science production drops so that we can actually get everything running. And that is okay. Oh, they cleared out some of the rubble piles. Interesting. We need all of the planks for the smelter, and then we can start working on other stuff, huh? Okay. Sad as it is, that's the way it goes. Go, beavers, go! Build it! You're doing great! Head out to 3x. They don't need my management right now. They can just build things. I believe in you! This is probably overkill. Might need them later, but I don't need them now. Yeah? Water storage basically full? Yo, the smelter's up and going? Heck yeah. Fantastic news. Do we have the power for it, though? Not exactly. Alright, and drought is once again coming. But I've got logs to burn. And I want this thing to go faster. And hey, you boys at the district center get some wet fur while they're at it. Good for them. This is building up. I think it's still not going to finish before the drought does, though. But yeah, still feels like there's nothing big that I need to pay attention to right now. It's just a matter of the colony being self-sufficient as these projects finish. This isn't going to finish during this time period, so we might as well prioritize the tank. How's this doing now? Closer? Still not good enough. This is up at like 80-something%. That's better. Better than it was. The vagaries of water wheels base power. The trials and tribulations of an inconsistent power source. Can't wait till this engine gets finished, man. Do I just build another wheel? Keep building wheels? It's not like I don't have the logs for it. Half a day until the drought starts. This is the perfect time to build another water wheel? Far more mangroves than I need, apparently, in order to keep everybody happy on mangroves. Mangrove fruits. Yeah, there it goes. Do I need to pause anything? 12-day drought this time. Man. Because they really aren't joking around. Alright, y'all can stop. Since you're not going to get any power until this is done. And this is not going to produce any more metal blocks until the next drought's over. 12 days to wait until I can have power for the smelter again. Yikes. You know what? One more water wheel, just to be safe. An overabundance of water wheels never hurt anybody, he said. Actually unsure of the outcome. Let's get everybody a job. Love that 10. 10's pretty good. 10 is the work speed buff. Let's get everybody a 10. But yeah, everything now is just gated by having metal. Everything I want to do is gated by having metal and or a decent power source. People really don't have anything to do? Are there any, like, bigger projects I can give people during this drought while nothing is happening? More ways to burn through logs, because we can't do anything other than logs themselves. It's just logs. Literally everything we can do is logs. No planks available. I think the only thing I could do is manual power stuff. And that may have been a good idea, but at this point, it's spent so long building up to this that I am not building it out of spite or stubbornness. Iron Teeths like to work, but manual power feels like such an insult. Dams use a lot of logs, that's true. If I had more dams to build. I guess I could start on, like, damming this place up even more than it already is, since I'm not really doing anything with the space. That seems like as good a time to do it as any, honestly. Oh, but I can't get over here. Let's see. How bad are floodgates? Floodgates also require planks. Too bad. I can start doing it on this side, but I can't do it here. And until I've done it here, I can't change this out. But I'm pretty well resigned to not doing anything here. So, might as well, I suppose. Unless I'm going to start doing something out here, maybe? I don't think so. I think still not. I think I'm leaving this as is. The other thing I could do is try and build up something at this edge. And turn this area into more reservoir. But no, probably not. Probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up to explosives and explode my own reservoir. Take a chunk of this out. Have it be just one deep reservoir here. How dare you? That's something to do. Stay busy, beavers. This is waiting on gears, which are very far away. This is going to need a T-shaft intersection. That's correct. Get that built, then I can build the next piece. Oh, that can't be a regular shaft. That's got to go over the thing. I think is the plan. Like, I guess I could have it go under. And then I just need to tweak the path a bit. Certainly easier than building out the double, like, high-rise things. But but somebody's got to stairs one way or the other, whether it's the people or the power. And that's going to use up some planks, which I don't have. I guess it's going to be the power. That seems easier to manage in this area. Like, this is, like, just slightly too annoying to move around. That can build there, and then this can be the next industrial lumber mill, since I do want another one of those. So we can start building that too. Fortunately, just needs logs. It's something to do. I'm out of logs. Well, that's something else to do. It's not like I don't have oak trees to chop down. Pretty well loaded in that regard. Just have to have the wood to work with. Move the water around. Good, good. You love to see it. Can stay paused for now. Hovering around 24. More beavers than I expected. But that tells me something about where the breeding pods are going to end up. Slightly more than 10 per breeding pod. Not reliably 12 per breeding pod if you're considering actual adults, but slightly more than 10. Hovering around 11, up and down a little bit. Yeah, it's just paths. Cool. Is the non-drought time always the same length, even though droughts are getting longer? Non-drought time appears to be around six or 7 days, pretty typically. I haven't seen it change much over the course of the run. I think the non-drought time is shorter in hard, just like the droughts are longer in hard. All right, let's get some people in here. Start filling this up. Get them ready to go. We've had 4 or 5 days in the past? Damn. Yeah, that drop in lower is going to be a bit of a hassle. Likewise here. We can start getting people in here also. And once we actually have power... There it goes. Oh, this actually dried out completely. Terrible news. That's a good reason to want like an adjustable flood break thing here. So that if worst comes to worst, I can open it up a little bit and get more water down in this area. And then that is going to need to be prioritized with them planks. Fully powered. Amazing. Amazing. Oh, because this isn't running. Yeah, it all needs to be running. Not fully powered. Not amazing. Less amazing. Ah, you got there. Huzzah. Good job, water wheels. Proud of you. Doing pretty good. More industrialization in a world ruined by industrialization. Wow. What a tagline. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. You're not wrong. Get somebody building stuff. Let's get more people building stuff, actually. I'm not going through the science particularly quickly. What? It happened so quickly! I hate it. Where are the gears going? Gears went into here, I guess. There better not be anything else eating gears. Gears are just slow. I'm still not going to get the engine in time. How sad. Oh, these eat gears too. At least it's probably not due to missing planks. Yeah, it's definitely not due to missing planks. Still got plenty of wood. All right, one more water wheel. Beavers can have little a water wheel as a treat. Fill up another gatherer flag. This is a way of getting around actually building storage. It's just putting it in the gatherer flags. Put them on 24 hours until drought or engine is here. What do you mean 24 hours? Like, is there a way to set the time? Oh. The how long they're working for. I guess that's fair. I don't like messing with that, but you're not the first person to suggest it. I had them on a longer work cycle, and then I cut it down to 17 hours because that felt like enough time for them to get fed and watered and sleep. And otherwise, it felt like it was cutting into their productivity hours. Beaver is injured. That's sad. This finished? Cool. So that'll be something to do during the drought when we're not going full tilt on this. I got a bunch of metal blocks lying around now? Oh, wait, the problem is just gears. Just gears. And, well, I suppose that's the end of that. No engine today. It's not going to finish, even if I... Like, at this point, it's too late to switch over. Would have been nice, though. Yeah, no power. Y'all pause. You can unpause. And we'll start building the levees here. Too far from a district cannot be reached by builders. Gonna make me draw a path underwater? Well, does that not work? Really? Oh, there's no path up here. That's why. I always forget to build paths on platforms. A constant struggle. Hey, look, free planks. Will they be able to move the planks? I don't know. I don't know where they'll put the planks. We're not currently building anything that requires planks, am I? Well, planks are all used. Maybe it just burns the planks until the rubble... I don't know what they'll do with it. Oh, I think the rubble just disappears, actually. Oh, no, there it is. Whoa. Can they even get it from down here? I think at that point, the rubble is actually just burnt. That's, fascinating. No storage space. Yeah, I agree. No storage space. You're right. Guess I could build a storage space for planks. It's not a bad idea, just to have the planks lying around. Planks are stored in piles. A small pile of planks. A petite pile of planks, if you will. Oh, they are able to pull from here. Nice. That's good. I like how it has the banner telling people what to store there. That's good. Good content. Too far from the district. Why? How? What? There's paths? Hello? There are paths? There are not paths. For the same reason as always, I forgot to put the path on top of the dam. Yep. Standard. That sure hasn't changed. Same as it ever was. How y'all doing? Good. Do I need additional storage for things? Or is the storage in locations enough for now? The storage in locations is enough for now. What is going to be my next well-being push? Oh, we said it was hydroponics, but I need... Is that enough metal to build a thing? No. Wait. Yes! Yes! Ooh! It'll take some water, but I actually have enough water, even with the 12-day drought right now. So, But I don't have the gears. That's what I don't have. Only to be expected, really. I'm going through gears as fast as I can make them anyway. But this is, in fact, the next thing I am building. I don't know where I'm building it, but know that it is being built. That is the plan. With the update, if there's a path problem, there's a mistake that's easily fixed somewhere. Yeah, I like how they reworked the district shenanigans. Like, it makes a lot more sense now. And I still might want districts for faraway places, but I'm glad that there's not like a hard limit, that stuff just works the way that you would expect it to, without needing esoteric knowledge. Do I need to start farming other stuff? I think I need soybeans at some point in the near future. Who harvests coffee bushes? Gathered by gatherers. Oh, well, that explains that. I think I am still pretty far away from having enough coffee, or having the ability to make coffee for people. A coffee brewery requires some additional work. Treated planks. Yeah, we're a ways away from a coffee brewery. But the water's the height of the water is changing. You can see the irrigation shuffle back and forth as the water like moves around. That's really funny. Yeah, coffee's gonna be a bit. Lots of water storage. Probably better to pause these for now. Since I have more than enough water for the rest of the drought. Oh, you know what I should do is, with how high I'm going to make this, I want this 3 high, right? 1, 2, and then the dams. I should put down a triple floodgate. In one of these spots. Once I am done building this out. So that I can open it up if necessary to get water down into here for the longer droughts. I've got an unemployed beaver. Oh, where do I employ him? Probably here. Not that they're all busy all the time. Keep on gathering them dandelions, buddy. Not dandelions, berries. Gather the berries. Require additional berries. I mean, not like require, but, you know, it would be nice. Add cassavas. Cassavas are harvested, but not fermented. Have I used floodgates before? Yes. I don't remember what the height of a dam is. I think it's... Like, floodgates go at half heights, so it would be like 2, 2.5, or 3, if I'm remembering correctly. I think a dam is between 0.5 and 1 height. So I'll probably keep the floodgate all the way topped up most of the time, and then just lower it when I want stuff to go through. Look at him go, so industrious. I love this game. I like this game as like just a simulation game, just to watch the beavers go and do things. It's cool. And then, you know, there's strategy aspects, I guess. Like, you gotta think about how to keep the beavers alive. But it's fun just to watch them run around and do things. Hungry beaver. Go eat, hungry beaver. There's food. Food is available. Oh, yeah, there it goes. See, this is exactly what I want to prevent. Fortunately, it's only coming at, like, the last half day of the drought, so nothing's going to actually die. But it's still distressing. What is this? Exhausted. Don't you sleep? You're tired, you should sleep. Sleep is for quitters. Sure. Oh, I forgot to get these started early. Back and pause. This is almost filled out. Here comes the water. Taking its sweet time. There we go. Good job, water. You did it. Alright, this isn't going to be ready to do anything for a bit, but soon. And then the hydroponic garden we can build almost anywhere. I think I want to build it here so I can put the rooftop terrace here. Because people should have a place to hang out. That would be good for them. But this needs to finish first. And then all of the power and stuff. So this can be lower priority. Fortunately, this doesn't need power. Build from fermenters. Where am I going to put the fermenter? Where are you going to go? Fermenter. Because we do need another fermenter to ferment the mushrooms. I guess here. And then we should probably do a central storage. Like I did with the cassavas. Mushrooms? How about the mushrooms that are actual food? Fermented mushrooms. Yeah. Well, this is just logs? Sweet. Easy to build. Assuming people are working on building. Because that's important. Gotta get people to work on building things. Can I kick somebody out of some other job? What other job can be delayed? Probably this bad boy. Sure, both farmhouses. Now this is waiting on gears and planks. It's going to be waiting a bit. But once this engine is up, I will have power all the time. I will not be subjected to the vagaries of currents. Pulled this way and that by the tides of fate. No. I will be the master of my own destiny. I'll have an engine. So that sounds cool. You injured? Poor injured beaver. Oh, Malavada. It's too fun. Right. And we can also start deleting this. And maybe my idiots will pick up this rubble. That would be nice and convenient. Yeah, do the thing. Thanks, buddy. Proud of you. And we can start filling this space in. How do I want to fill this in, actually, now that I think about it? Like, I guess I want to fully delete the dam and levee underneath it in order to build a thing of a backflow problem at the water blocks. Will I? Maybe I don't delete this until... No, I can't wait till the drought. That's a bad idea. I need to delete it. I need to do this while the water's moving. That's fine. I'm gonna have to do this one thing at a time the whole time. Jeez, this is gonna be a trial. Maybe need more wood storage. Another pile for logs. Just to clean up the rubble. Hey, the engine's going! Heck yeah. Oh, somebody has to work at the engine. Oh, okay. I guess that's allowed. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a problem for right now. But it won't be a problem permanently. 50 hours. Sweet. And currently the network demands just barely less than it can supply, which is perfect. And now there's the question of using up them gears. Okay, great. You can run the engine with a hauler, but you can't pause it. Really? Can't pause it? Oh, I see what you mean. If there's no worker, the engine will still keep going? That's fascinating. Oh, that's super cool. Oh, but then if I pause it, I need a worker to get it started again. Sure. Where is the other... Oh, incapacitated. That is the other unemployed. Sure. Wait, what? No, that's not how that works. There's one there. There's one there. Where is the other vacancy? Suspicious. Oh, it's hard to tell which one of these is lit and which one of these isn't. That's awkward. That's lit. These are all paused. That's not paused. Missing one at the district center. Missing one at the engine, which is the ones I'd expect to be missing. Missing at the hydroponic garden. No, it's still being constructed. It's not missing. Don't lie to me. Missing at one of the inventors. Okay, that's fine. That could be paused anyway. Okay, good. Good, good, good. That's fine. All of this is fine. In fact, this can be paused too right now, since we don't even have a hydroponic garden, let alone a mushroom crop. So let's build stuff first. Are we going to recover these logs? I think we are not going to recover these logs. I think that these logs are dead. Goodbye, logs. Goodbye forever. Rest in peace, the logs. Oh, I was gonna do a rooftop terrace. Let's do that actually. Where are you? Cool. Very cool. Here it comes. All right. Usually I stream for another hour-ish or so, but the lack of caffeine and ill preparedness is kind of getting to me. So I think I am going to cut a little early today and make sure I am fully prepared, have gone shopping before next stream. But this is good. This was going really well. I am happy with my progress in this colony. The colony's not dead. Fantastic news. An unusual turn of events, but it's working out really well so far. And I am excited about the future of Timberborn, as well as excited for whatever else is coming up later.